Welcome back to Cryptogator once again, folks. Let's take a look at the option open interest once again, right? So now we have a major expiry happening tomorrow on Bitcoin options. Now, this is data coming from Deribit itself, and this website is called coinoptiontrack.com. Now, it's been a while since I actually used this website right here, but we can see that there is a huge imbalance happening between the put open interest and the call open interest going on. We got 10,000 calls as open interest and only 5,000 puts as open interest. Now, essentially, that does not mean that all these 10,000 calls as your open interest are towards buying the premium. Essentially, they can be all these calls can be selling these premiums premium as well, right? Now, judging by what the market is doing as of now, I think selling options is certainly one of the better looking strategy as of now, guys, because the volatility is not under crazy expansion on Bitcoin itself, which is why most of the market price action is going to be directionless or either to the sideways or going to be range bound. So whenever you are in a range bound situation, selling options is going to be way better as a strategy rather than just simply buying those options, right? Now, what happens is if you just go for a call purchase, or if you just go for if you just go ahead and buy any put option, what will happen is that your premium will start decaying. Your theta on the premium will keep on decaying because, guys, every option has a time value, right? And with your time just passing by, these options, they do lose their values, right? So, guys, look, I've asked all of you a lot of times if you guys want me to talk about options a lot more. Yes, I will do that. I'm quite happy to do that for you guys because, guys, look, talking about options is like a completely different universe altogether. It's like a big different thing going on in its own parallel universe, right? And interestingly enough, whenever your volatility is expanding after a 2-month long consolidation or maybe a 3-month long consolidation, essentially after a long form consolidation, when the volatility expands, these options are the ones that can actually yield you 2x or 3x returns. Well, if you just keep on timing things properly and if you understand your risk management, guys, look, whether you're playing futures or options doesn't really matter if you don't understand risk management, right? Once you do understand, once you get a hold of all the situations that essentially makes you uncomfortable, you would understand risk management for yourself, guys. Now, risk management is not being strict and confined with your own thought process. Risk management is essentially being okay with the amount of money that you are willing to lose in the market, and essentially a lot more, right? Essentially a lot more. Now, yes, guys, we'll talk about all these things, and this weekend pep talk will be all about risk management, guys. I think that this market dynamics is completely chopping out a lot of traders, guys. We can take a look at Binance futures liquidation data. Holy crap, I hope none of the people from Cryptogator community are getting liquidated in the market, but it looks to me like various altcoin traders in Binance futures are getting shaved off to the upside of the downside, guys, which is why we're going to be talking about risk management in this coming weekend pep talk, right? All right, just to conclude with this open interest right here, guys, if the price action closes somewhere around $36,000 on Bitcoin by the 6th of August itself, most of the options are going to get into losses, guys. Most of the options will expire into losses, right? And the price action is kind of grinding against these levels and is as of now being supported by $36,000 levels. But if we lose $36,000 to the downside, this max pain could be looking like super ultra massive gigantic super max q max pain, right? That is what it would look like if we close below $36,000 itself. So let's jump out of the price action real quick. So yesterday's 12-hour candle was a good, well, let's be honest, guys, this was a good piece of price action right here, rejecting anything below the 21 exponential itself, and we are still far away from the support, guys. We're still far away from $36,000 levels, and until we are situating our trend above this price point right here, is completely fine. Price action is completely fine. Now, this is something which I wanted to draw all of your attention towards, guys. I was talking about how the volatility, if volatility expands after a long form of consolidation, a big form of consolidation, this volatility expansion essentially gives the price action a particular direction for the coming month as well, guys, for maybe like a month or something like that, whenever you're coming from a long form contraction right here. So if we combine this data with this resistance standing in at $42,500 levels, we can say that yes, if Bitcoin actually clears this level to the upside on a time frame which is significant, the trend that emerges out of this entire consolidation is going to be a long-lasting trend, at least for a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 to 4 weeks, something like that. At least a month. We can expect a month worth of price action in one single direction. either to the upside or the downside, guys. Remember, this volatility indicator does not give you any direction. It will never give you a direction. It will just tell you that the market is going to get fuck all haywired. So better cover your asses and maybe be, let's just say, maybe be prepared to take any trade to the upside or the downside. So this is never going to give you any direction. Although this will tell that the price action is under expanse and maybe the asset is going to move to a particular direction with some crazy amount of magnitude to the upside or the downside, right? Okay, so let's jump onto the small time frame and see what's happening right here. So this is not a pattern which I like, man. Guys, back again, we're looking at a head and shoulder off of this level. I mean, this gigantic piece of ugly piece of I mean, look, guys, every single time we're bouncing off and we're coming onto any resistance for that matter, we're printing in head and shoulder, and essentially your general trends in the price action on Bitcoin is consisting of head and shoulders, back to back head and shoulders, guys. Check this one out right here, head and shoulder breakdown. Not essentially a breakdown, but yes, a distribution kind of pattern going on, not telling us that we're going to be going to the upside, just a little distribution happening from this price point after the formulation of this pattern. Once again right here, and then we go down, right? And we are formulating back, and guys, this is not essentially a price action which I would be putting a lot of weight into for any trades to the upside on Bitcoin itself. Although I do believe that dominance is taking a bit of shakeout, I guess, guys. This is why altcoins are pumping crazy. Holy crap, look at this. Bitcoin's dominance just made a bull trap right here, I guess. Bitcoin dominance just slipping and sliding down. Ethereum taking all the gains. Ethereum taking a huge chunk of Bitcoin as well to its side, right? So essentially we have broken down from this gang, guys. This is okay. I'm going to be completely honest. This is not something which I was quite literally expecting. Judging by the market price action dynamics, this is not what I was expecting, to be honest with you. But we did lose this one to the downside. This grind is now, well, it's not a grind anymore. We just came down from this level, and most likely dominance will keep on slipping and sliding down all the way towards 44 reads and maybe test these lows at 40 back again. And until then, it's going to be party time for Ethereum and most of the altcoins come in the market, right? So let's take a look at Ethereum BTC real quick and let's see what's happening right there as well. This is crazy, guys. This is unexpected. I mean, yeah, I mean, when I was expecting the dominance to keep on rising to the upside, I certainly didn't expect Ethereum against BTC to break out of this grind to the upside. Now essentially we are breaking out of the squeeze. Now the squeeze was under formulation for May, June, July. We're in August, guys. This was a 3-month long squeeze right here, right? So essentially this is significant. This breakout is significant, guys. This one is significant. I mean, yes, we are squeezing off. We are. I guess it's on the daily time frame. I guess it's on the 12-hour time frame or the daily time frame. Yep. So volatility expanding from 0 reads, completely 0 reads right here, and we are breaking out of this entire squeeze to the upside. RSI above 60, wanting to trend alongside 21 exponential. This is fine, guys. This is good piece of price action. Essentially, I would not hesitate much before longing such kind of price actions, right? We are clearing every single lower highs to the upside, and we took this one as well to the upside, guys. We just wigged above this one. No sell side liquidity on this level, and that simply means that we could teleport all the way towards 7.7 million satoshis per Ethereum once we start taking this level to the upside on this particular candle closure, and maybe even tomorrow's candle closure as well. And if this actually happens, Ethereum is going to be teleporting all the way towards these levels, guys. And all right. Let me just talk about the elephant in the room, guys. This is a squeeze which has a target, right? Which has a breakout target to the upside. So this is going to take Ethereum all the way towards these levels at 0.09. Essentially 9 million satoshis per Ethereum is what your first and foremost target is going to look like. And now we can talk about some Fibonacci hocus focus on this entire gigantic structure which is breaking out to the upside. All right. So let's take a look at this one. Where is our target aligning? Alright, so the first target is aligning with 1.270 extension sitting at 9 million satoshis flat per Ethereum, right? And guess what, guys? 1618 is sitting in at 0.1 BTC per Ethereum. Holy ball sack. Now that's crazy. Ethereum being evaluated at 0.1 Bitcoin is actually crazy, guys. Any evaluation in Ethereum above 8.2 million satoshis essentially is crazy. It's not a joke, guys. It's not a joke. It's just, I mean, I'm kind of lost of word. I'm at loss of words as of now. Just taking a look at these targets, but essentially this is what could happen out of this breakout right here. So risk management below this price point right here. Essentially, if you start trending below 6.4 million satoshis back again, we could be testing this range lows back again onto these levels and then maybe attempt to bounce back again. But if you are holding these levels in the coming days, I think we shoot for the moon. I do believe that Ethereum goes all the way towards these levels, 0.1. Now that would mean that Ethereum USD price action would be completely dependent on where Bitcoin is at, right? So if let's assume Bitcoin also Bitcoin also breaks above $42,000 levels and goes all the way towards $50,000, as a lot of people are expecting, that level to be a bull trap, right? So if Bitcoin goes to $50,000 levels and Ethereum on the same time goes to 0.1, that makes Ethereum being evaluated at $5,000, taking the previous all-time highs and setting in a new high, guys. And essentially, let's talk about this as well. We look, guys, this is a complete postulation. I'm not saying that this exact thing is going to happen, but just for a little fun, we're going to be talking about this, right? Talking about how the history can tell us a lot of things. So if we take a look at this piece of price action right here, this entire gigantic structure. Okay, so essentially this was your long form of accumulation happening, and when we expanded to the upside, we simply ribbed for about a 10x, more than 10x, I do believe. All right, it was crazy on the gains, but not 10x. It was, all right, sorry, 50x. My bad, guys. Completely losing my words right here. But yeah, essentially 50x right off the bat. After this expansion, out of this reaccumulation, we went all the way to the upside, right? Now, guess what happens right here? You get accumulated in this zone for a very long time, guys. You squeeze alongside these levels for essentially a long time, when Ethereum was at complete infancy, right? And then you have that massive, gigantic breakout where ETH BTC was evaluated at 0.1, and then yes, you went all the way towards $1,400 Ethereum, right? And this was your massive, gigantic accumulation for about a year or something like that. Now, if we just talk about this price action potentially being something like this, this is what could happen, guys. This is what potentially could happen, right? I'm not saying that I'm flipping bullish and I'm just gonna buy everything which is available right here. No, guys, I'm just accepting all the possibilities which could come into fruition, which could actually come into fruition. So if that scenario plays out, we could be looking at this kind of squeeze going on for about a year or something like that, and by the end of December 2021, we could potentially break out all the way towards $10,000 Ethereum, right? Something which everybody has been speculating on, $10,000 Ethereum, and a lot of people scratching their heads and asses off and asking questions to the market that why the hell is Ethereum not at $10,000 already? Well, to be honest with you, this is anyway over-evaluation, guys. Ethereum for you is over-evaluated in general, guys. If you talk about the PE-FE ratios, the ratios that a lot of people and investors in stock markets they use, that brings about Ethereum's fair value all the way about $600 Ethereum, guys. It's nowhere close to this evaluation as of now. Yes, Ethereum is over-evaluated, and yes, people are expecting Ethereum to go to 10,000, 20,000, even further down the line. And yes, people were expecting Theta to go to $1,000 when Theta was at $15. So yes, people will keep on expecting. What you have to do is you have to simply just maintain your own calm and just be open to all the scenarios that can play out in the market, right? And don't be haywire. Don't get haywire when these things are actually coming to fruition. Just remember, guys, it's all about you. It's all about you. The market does not give a fuck about you. So you don't give a fuck about the market that much. Just give a fuck about yourself and your own system. And if your system is telling you that, yes, maybe you can actually go ahead for that long position in the market, long exposure in the market, then go ahead for that. Go ahead for that, and be very rigid and stringent about the invalidations so that you just fuck off from the market when it is required. Don't be bag holding like, I don't know, investors, I guess. Okay. All right. So I think that was it about Ethereum. And guys, all right, we got to talk about ChainLINK as well. I mean, Link against USDT, rip into the upside after that bull trap, guys. I think I made a video on ChainLINK right here because I was very keen about the fact that how the price action could be reacting from this level right here. All right. So to be honest with you, this was the speculation which I was looking forward towards on Link itself, kind of aligning with the price action on Ethereum, guys. Well, to be honest with you, three testing points down here was $1,700 levels on Ethereum, and something like that was being formulated on ChainLINK itself. And guess what, guys, we did. ChainLINK always does that. ChainLINK always does that, guys. Let me just talk about this one right here. Imagine building your position right here for about 3 months, and then one wrecked candle down we go, invalidating every single low. And guess what, guys, this was your stop point, and off we go for, I guess, a 500% move, all right, 250% move to the upside. Now this is what ChainLINK does, guys. This is what ChainLINK, look at this piece of price action right here, breaking the range lows, going down and just creating a bear trap, and then finally pulling the price action to the upside. Holy shit, back to back we can talk about these things happening on ChainLINK, guys. So I think the next time when it happens, yes, first of all we have to expect that bear trap or bull trap on ChainLINK, and then we can expect the price action to take its direction, right? So for this one right here, yes, for full disclosure, I do hold ChainLINK. I do hold, let's just say, a little undigestible amount of ChainLINK, to be honest with you, because let's say the market is not that bullish, to be honest with you, and I do have exposure on ChainLINK from $16 levels on an average right here. And as this bear trap was formulating, I was getting more and more confident, and I was just very stringent about the fact that I'm not going to repeat the mistakes that I did right here. Simple replication of a bear trap happening on these levels. All right, so let's talk about the upside targets on ChainLINK. I mean, this is the price action is looking fine, guys. The 12-hour time frame is under motion as of now, and the let's take a look at the RSI. RSI not that strengthful, but it's still above the 60 reads, which gives it a benefit of doubt, to be honest with you. So essentially, until we are above 60 reads on RSI on the 12-hour time frame itself, the price action stays above 21 simple moving average. We keep on going to the upside. We keep on rolling to the upside all the way towards $30 ChainLINK, guys. And well, to be honest with you, this is the region. This is the first resistance which we can talk about. A legitimate resistance is at $25 ChainLINK, right? And after that, we just teleport all the way towards $30+, guys. $30+ ChainLINK coming pretty soon, most likely, right? Now, if we take a look at a different perspective right here, this is the long-term trend of ChainLINK itself, guys. This is a complete, let's say, a channel which is up and up only. This is up and away, completely up and away, right? So in my, I guess, guys, I'll link that video somewhere up top right here, so you can take a look at yourself how to invest in crypto markets from a purely technical standpoint, right? Now, ChainLINK was one of those assets which I extensively talked about on that video, right? So I think TOMO chain was also one of those assets, and TOMO is doing great, guys. TOMO chain is doing completely fine in the market as of now. So ChainLINK is getting supported by a trending line which has been there, which has been supporting ChainLINK's price action ever since the 19th of April 2019, guys. And let's just talk about the bounce which happened from this bottom right here. We're talking about a gains of 12,000%. So yep, this is quite relevant. This entire trending channel is quite relevant to ChainLINK, right? So essentially, if we keep on accumulating on these levels, and if we just don't break this floor to the downside anymore, what are your upside targets in the coming days and the months? It's probably going to be towards the higher 80s or maybe $90 ChainLINK coming down the line, guys, coming down the line, right? And essentially that means that if we stay above this one, then we go to these levels. If we go below $16 levels back again on ChainLINK, essentially if we keep on breaking this one to the downside, that would mean that we're looking at a potential momentum failure out of this entire channel. Maybe we could just simply slide all the way towards the downside back again, right? Okay, so last candidate for the day is going to be TOMO against USD. I do believe I charted out on Binance, I guess. Is it right here? Nope, it's not here. TOMO USD on FTX. Nope. Now I'm going to be looking for all the charts for you guys. TOMO perpetual contracts. I guess it's supposed to be this, I guess. All right. There we go, guys. There we go. So when I was talking about how the long-term trend on TOMO is looking completely fine, we were somewhere here, guys. We're somewhere here, right? And your buy-side signal was above the 21 simple on the 3 time frame itself, alongside your general market dynamics, guys. Remember. You don't go for your standalone trades. You simply don't go for standalone trades in this crypto market, where most of the assets are completely correlated to each other, right? Well, electricity giving me a lot of bad trips, to be honest with you, right here. Okay, so let's conclude right here, guys. So we were talking about how this could eventually formulate into a trend, and we could test all the way towards the $5.3 levels on TOMO as well, testing the upper side of this range. And guys, we are halfway there. We are almost there right here. So upside targets on TOMO is going to be $5 flat. All right, guys, with that said, I think this is going to be the end of this video, and I will catch all of you tomorrow. Bye for now.